So hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. Hi Fancy81, thanks for being here. I haven't done a live in a little while, but I'm super inspired today. Today was an amazing day. We had, I think, 5 new people join the Yes Supply coaching method today. I did a photo shoot, it was a lot of fun. And I really was just thinking back on how becoming a coach is the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I decided to do this because I was afraid. I used to be really shy. I used to have so much fear that, I couldn't do it. I had all these voices in my head saying, you'll never be a coach, you'll never be a speaker, you'll never be a good communicator. And all of those were lies, lies, lies. Everything that said I couldn't do it was an absolute lie. And thank you so Fancy81 saying I look pretty. I'm also using the Instagram filters that they now let you use on live, so that's helping. But I'm just feeling super grateful that I decided to take a big leap in myself and just decided to do it despite my past, despite what I'd been through, despite having being really insecure and all those things, and I just got over it. And the best part, I think, of being a coach is you essentially get paid to do mindset work, right? Like when I'm working with my clients or I'm creating a video, I'm working on myself and I'm getting paid to improve myself, right? So it's like a win-win-win-win-win because I'm obsessed with this stuff. And one of the big questions that I get asked, especially new students in the Yes Supply method certification program and new students in Yes Dream clients, one of the big questions I get asked is, how do I decide what my focus is going to be as a coach? So that's what I want to come on here and talk to you about and share some tips with you. So if you're at that kind of cusp where you're thinking that you want to start your own business, you're thinking that you want to, have the freedom to travel and do what you want, and essentially just make money doing what you love and making a big impact on this world, like being able to look back at the end of your life and say oh my God, I followed my dreams and I changed so many lives and I impacted people and I helped them become more positive and I helped them see that the world is really a beautiful place. That's you and you're just deciding what to focus on, then I'm here for you. This is the message for you. So first things first, if you are watching, just make sure that you are following, make sure that you like and subscribe and leave me a comment to let me know that you're here. And if you're thinking of becoming a coach, let me know. Or if you already know what kind of coach you want to be, tell me below because I'd like to see, what everyone is in my program. I have relationship coaches, mindset coaches, manifestation coaches, success coaches, a couple health coaches, all over the map. So many different things, Kundalini, so many different things. So really, there's no limit to what kind of coaching you do. My husband and his company, he does trading coaching, and he's teaching his team to be coaches in trading, right? So really, if you're interested in something, you can become a coach. And if there's people that are out there that want to learn how to do something or want to reach a goal in a certain area of life, you can become a coach on that, right? So you can be a general success coach. You can help people create success. Or if you know that you have a specific area of your life that you're really, really good at and you want to hone in on, you can do that as well. I'm just thinking of one of my friends right now who's a productivity coach, right? So really, it's endless what you can do as a coach, right? So the first thing I want to share with you is why is it so great to be a coach, right? So first off, you get to choose how you want to live your life. The life that I live now is based on a few years ago when I wrote down what my ideal day would look like. So I asked myself, if I could have my day look like anything, if I could spend my time doing whatever I wanted, what would I do? What would my day look like? And I wrote that down before I had any proof that it was possible for me. And that's my life now. I get to travel whenever I want. I get freedom. I get to earn more money than I ever thought was possible. I just feel good all the time. And on days that I don't feel good, it's so funny because a couple of weeks ago, I think it was called Blue Monday or something like that. And I actually did feel off. It actually got to me, but I had the tools. I did some mindset work on myself. I did some tapping, and just like that, I felt amazing. Right. So the first thing you want to ask yourself, if you're trying to decide what kind of coach you want to be or what kind of personal development influencer you want to be, is ask yourself, what are you obsessed with talking about and what are you obsessed with learning about, right? So if there's something that you just find yourself researching and researching and researching all the time, you love watching videos on it, you love reading books on it, you find that when you hang out with your friends or your family members, the conversation always goes to that. You're talking about it all the time. You're obsessed with it. That is such a good key indicator of what you could be doing for a living, like what you could be doing as your actual job or your actual business. So like if you love talking about health, right? And it's just who you are and it just comes naturally for you and it just feels fun for you and it feels good for you. And you can see yourself, helping people with that and help people plan out their meals or whatever it is. If that's you, understand that you can turn that into a business and it can actually be more simple than you think, because essentially the bulk part of your business, if you're a coach or a personal development influencer, is literally talking about this stuff, creating content, creating videos, doing talks, maybe writing articles if you like writing. Like that's what the bulk majority of your work is. And it's fun because you would want to be talking about it anyway, right? If you're working a 9-to-5 job, you're probably that person at your job that you just veer the conversation in that way. Or if you love, helping people with their relationships, people always come to you for relationships advice and ask you like what to do. If they're being drawn to you, there's a reason why that's happening. And ask yourself, could you actually see yourself doing this for a living, right? If you're not loving your job or you're not loving what you're currently doing, could you see yourself leaving that all behind and stepping into something that actually fulfills you and stepping into something that makes you feel powerful and stepping into something that, you're really proud of doing, right? Is that something that you really want? So ask yourself, what are you obsessed with talking about, learning about? For me, I could learn about the mind and energy all day. And I go deep into, how essentially our thoughts create our reality and how our feelings, how we feel, sends out a signal to the universe that essentially brings back whatever it is that we are manifesting, whatever it is that we want. We create our reality. And why the tools that I teach, like NLP, EFT, hypnosis, all these things, why these are so important is because they work with the subconscious mind, right? And so when I say your thoughts create your reality, it's not your conscious thoughts. Your conscious thoughts will, but for every one conscious thought, there's like 1,000 subconscious thoughts. So if you want to change your life drastically, if you want to change your habits drastically, working from the subconscious mind, that's how you're actually going to make a change. And when you know how to work with your subconscious mind, you can make a decision like that. So for me, for years and years and years, I was a vegetarian. And then last year, I kind of fell off the bandwagon and I went back to like not being a vegetarian. But I didn't feel good, right? And then I decided, you know what, enough is enough. I know for me, and I know everybody is different, but I know for me, I feel so much better being a vegetarian. That's just who I am. That's just how I want to be. That's just what I want to be. And so when I made the decision, I am a vegetarian, I went back to it. And here's the difference, right? For some people, if they want to give something up, they want to give up eating chips or whatever, if you say, I'm giving that up, your subconscious mind is going to say, I don't want you to give that up. Like they're going to look for it, right? But if you know how to work with your unconscious mind, you know how to work with your identity. When you shift your identity, everything comes from that. So when I decided to no longer eat meat, I didn't say, oh, I'm giving up meat. I said, I am a vegetarian. Earlier this year, I also quit drinking 100%. I don't know how long I'm going to decide to do that, but I got a download that was what I was meant to do. So maybe it will be until the end of my life. Who knows? But I have not had a drink since I made this decision, and it was the easiest decision of my life. And one thing that I did was I said, I am a teetotaler. Teetotaler means you're a non-drinker. And instead of saying I'm giving up drinking, if I said I'm giving up drinking, then all I would crave is a drink, because my body would say, oh my God, you're giving it up. I want that back, right? But when I said I am a teetotaler, I made an identity shift. That's who I am now. And that resonated through everything. And that's how making a big decision can become easy. So if you want to become a coach, make the decision. Don't say, I'm thinking about starting coaching or thinking about maybe, starting a business. Say, I am an entrepreneur. I am a leader. I am a coach. People want to hear what I have to say. My message is important, right? And really step into that identity and believe it on a deep level. And that shift, how you see yourself, will start to unravel. And of course, there's so much more deep work that goes into it. But I think making that decision and deciding this is who I am now is a huge part of it, because whoever you are, that's going to create the results that you see in your life. So that's step one. Step two, ask yourself, if you're trying to decide how, like, what you want to be a coach for, ask yourself, what do people come to you for, right? So if people are constantly coming to you for advice or help, ask yourself, do I like giving advice on this? Do I like helping? Do I want to be known for this? Because that could be a good key indicator, key factor of something that you want to be coaching on. And last but not least, I think this is the most important one, is, what sets your soul on fire? What sets your soul on fire? If you could, do anything, if you could talk about anything, if you could solve any problem, what problem would that be? So for me, when I used to work at my old 9-to-5 job, it would just irk me and like pain me when people were like, I really want to be an entrepreneur, but I could never do it. I really want to be an artist, but I could never do it. I really want to do this, but I couldn't. It just really got to me when people wanted to do something incredible and then they were telling themselves that they couldn't do it. Like, for me, it just broke my heart, because I realized, like, you only live one life. Like, if you have that feeling bubbling up inside of you that you're meant to do something more, like, this is your chance. Like, you only have one life. And it used to just get to me, when people weren't going after their dreams. And I realized, like, this is the problem that I think I'm meant to solve. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to focus my life on. And I didn't know how. Nobody gave me a roadmap, but I just got started. And it was from getting started that I got to where I am today, right? So it was just getting started and taking that first step. So ask yourself, what is a big problem that you would love to be the person to solve? Okay, and that will usually lead you on the path of who it is that you want to be and how you want to show up in the world. And believe decisions on what it is that you want, and only leave your focus there. Focus on the good, right? So even when I was working in a job that I didn't like, I didn't hate the job. I instead felt gratitude that that job was helping me pay my bills and invest in myself, invest in courses that I needed to get to the next level, invest in software that I needed to grow my business, or invest in a computer or videos or whatever it was, right? Video cameras, I mean. So ask yourself, for you, how can you be more grateful of your current gifts, of your current talent, of the things that may become naturally to you that you can leverage to get to where it is that you want? Ask yourself that, because that's really going to show you, like, how you can get to that next level. So guys, my name is Reese from Yes Supply. It was so great hanging out with you. And so if you're wanting to become a coach, ask yourself, what is it that you want to be known for? What that you want to solve? How do you want to help people? Now, here's a little bit of homework for you. If you've watched this and you're like, okay, I still need a little bit of help, I still need a little bit of direction, what I'm going to say to you is write down what your ideal day looks like. So if you're getting caught up in like the title of what you would, look like as a coach, ask yourself, well, what would I like to do during my day? This is one of the first things that I did. How would I like to spend my time? What would I like to create? What kind of impact would I want? Would I like to create content? Would I want to create videos? Get really clear on that, and know that if you want to do it, you have that desire for a reason, and you are perfectly capable of having that and being that and doing that, right? So write down what you want your ideal day to look like, and know that it is true for you, and know that it is possible for you, okay? And then ask yourself, what kind of impact would you like to leave in this world? And then ask yourself, who do you want to be every day, right? If you met you, would you like you? And if you met you, would you inspire you, right? Would you just like be amazed by you, right? Remember that you are allowed to be that inspiration that you're looking for. You can give yourself that permission right now. You don't have to wait for somebody else to give you that permission. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this, let me know in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, let me know that you watched the replay. And if this helped you decide what kind of coach you want to be, then let me know in the comments, because I'll be so happy that I helped you, take a big step in your life. And I know for me, making the decision to become a coach was the best decision decision that I ever made. It's created so much freedom for me, so much happiness for me, so much joy. And then also for me following my passion and going after what I wanted, I've had a ripple effect on so many of the people around me, help them create more positive lives, think better, think more strategically, create more success just from me being the energy that I wanted to be. So know that through working on yourself, through focusing on what it is that you want to become and implementing what it is that you know and being the best version of yourself, you can help the people around you just by being the best version of yourself. You can be the inspiration. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you are following, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, if you're thinking of becoming a coach, head to yessupply.co/certified. That's where I'm talking to you all about my certification program, the Yes Supply method. And what we do in there is we teach you neuro-linguistic programming, which is the programming language of your mind, EFT, which is energy work, hypnosis that helps you deep dive into the subconscious mind, plus so much more. And then check out my website for so many free resources to help you get started with your business too. So love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.